Whoa. You're ready to go.
All right, you guys. So how do you summarize this season from your side?
Well, I think it's tough. I think when you don't make the playoffs, it's obviously not good enough. So, I think at the start of the year, everybody's goal is to get there. That's no secret. I don't think you ever really go into a season not expecting it and wanting it. So when it doesn't happen, it's a disappointment. I think I think everybody is in that position. It's a tough feeling when you're doing these now, and so I think there's a lot of other stuff that goes into it. I mean, it's a long build up. It's a lot of preparation. It's a lot of different things that happen during the year and that kind of make you feel different ways. But at the end of the day, it's the disappointment. It's not good enough. So yeah.
So you think, barring a lot of the injuries and COVID issues, if barring that, how good do you guys feel overall about the performance?
Doesn't matter. I think at the end of the day, it doesn't. No, it wasn't good enough. So, yeah.
How you guys started the first couple of months? Do you think that was the best hockey though that you guys have played over the last 3 years?
Yeah, I mean, I can't remember the start of the year, to be honest with you. So I'm trying to think. I know the first half we were kind of hanging right in there at the bubble, and yeah, I don't know. I think the last 3 years it's tough because you have a lot of people that's not the norm. So it's not the expectation of the guys here. It's not the expectation of the organization, of the fans. We've been used to going on deep runs and having that expectation every year where it's, if you didn't go all the way, you were disappointed. So I don't know. It's still early. I mean, I think it's hard because you just, when you're doing this at this point, and obviously there's a lot of games the last couple of weeks. You're grinding through. I honestly don't remember the start, so I don't even know. I'm just talking now. So,
would you like to see Bob Bugner and his staff back? What have you liked about their work over the last couple of years?
Yeah, I think the communication, the preparation. They've been great. I think there's been a lot of change for those guys, and a lot of crazy circumstances, and yeah, it's kind of been a crazy couple of years. I think even just last year not normal. This year more so, and it's just a weird circumstance with certain things were really good, and then certain things we had to work on, and I think they always did a great job. Obviously, I've always had a special relationship with Boogie, and I've always said that he's done a really good job of going from where he was our D coach to a head job. I think his communication and the way he can handle a room, and it just, you have that. You don't think of him as an assistant or a D coach anymore. The way he communicates to guys, and You know, I think he's been good for a lot of young guys, and yeah.
This is your first offseason since you've been here where you don't have a GM. How does that affect things moving forward? Just kind of the uncertainty?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think it doesn't really affect me. I don't think all those things are out of my control, out of everybody's control. So, I don't know. I don't think it. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I mean, obviously, when you're in this position, there's going to be a lot of changes, and yeah, I think that's a big one. I think Doug's meant a lot to a lot of guys around here for a long, long time. Done an incredible job for a long time, and so yeah. Well, I don't know. It's obviously a lot's going to change. So
For you personally, like, just is this offseason going to be like more like normal than the past few have been, or just what is sort of your offseason plans for when you're going to start training again and all that?
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to start right away. I think, you know, I'm going to go see Need to Breathe, enjoy a nice concert right away here, and kind of reset, and then start working out and go hunting.
But the core
I
of
need
this
some meat.
team- Sorry. The core of this team is pretty much going to be together for a long time. Yourself, Eric, Logan, Tomas, now some other guys. Is it just a matter of maybe adding another piece or two, do you think, to sort of round things out, to add some depth? Or what does this organization, what does this team need, from your perspective, to sort of get back in the playoffs?
Well, obviously, we don't want to be here, so I don't know what's going to happen. We'll have to. Yeah, that's I got nothing to do with that one. So
But do you
thinking about squatting, that's it. Squatting, getting back into that thing I haven't seen in a while. So that's where I'm at.
But do you feel that the team's a better position now to come out of this than maybe the last couple of years? You're going into the offseason the last couple of years, maybe?
No, I don't know.
I guess, yeah, is it a team in a better position now, do you think, to sort of end this 3-year reset, rebuild, whatever you want to call it, kind of thing, to be in a position to get back into a playoff next spot?
I mean, we've said this. We've said that. You know, I think there's been a lot of guys that have made a lot of steps this year, and they've improved a lot. And yeah, I mean, it's different years. Everybody's made big steps. You know, you look at some of those guys that maybe coming in at a different role and really made a lot of gains, and you hope that they keep doing it. And yeah, it would stop me too. I don't know.
We don't get to see, the inside of the room. You mentioned how Bob is good with the younger players. Can you just talk about that? Because we don't see that necessarily from the outside, or it's hard to at least.
Yeah, I think that. Well, it's not just him. I think a lot of the, Mac, Reach being around, Nabby, Boogie, Matt. I mean, they all played. So I think right there you have a different connection, a different respect. Not that if they didn't play, it changes, but when guys played a lot of games in the NHL and has done it kind of recently, that's kind of gone through the same issues, and they're good communicators. They're all detailed players. You see Reach working with them on little things that make a big difference in a game, little plays that you don't get to do during practice, and that's the important stuff. I think it's, as the season goes on, you practice less. The games they kind of just fly by. So that little detailed work in the room and on video, the little communications, making guys feel better, sometimes giving them a little spank, to get them going. I think that's a talent, and our coaches were good with that. Getting guys to be where they had to be successful. I think you saw guys make jumps, so that's a good indicator of it.
So Brent, where do you guys think you guys need to do better next year? Of course, it's scoring, but how?
Well, I think there's a lot of different ways to do it. I think we speak about it all the time. It's not easy. I mean, the other teams get a vote, so yeah, I think it's a tough thing to score goals. And it's always changing and the way the game's played, but yeah, score more goals. I don't know. Yeah, you got it. There you go. That's the answer.
Brent, you're still playing at a very high level, but you're an older player. Do you think
Oh.
about I'd ask you, chasing the cup elsewhere, or
I'm a young guy.
but do you think about chasing a cup elsewhere? Or are you committed to seeing it out here?
No, I mean, San Jose's been a special place for us, for our family. It's definitely tough when you lose 3 years, not making the playoffs. I think everybody feels that way, whether they're young or older. You've got guys that they're third year going on their fourth year, and they haven't even played in the playoffs. So, at that early stage, they already realize that they've lost those years to have a chance at it. So it's yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, that's what we all play for. So I've been in the league long enough to know that when you're doing these meetings at this time, there's a lot of changes that happen and need to happen. And yeah, obviously there's a lot of changes that are going to happen here. I think, when you're looking for a new general manager, there's a lot of things on the table. So I don't know. Like I said, I'm going to be staring at a squat rack in a little bit here and trying to get my head wrapped around that.
So Brent, you had a lot of ice time
Oh.
these last couple of
You're
seasons.
firing them off today, huh?
So you had a lot of ice time in these last couple of seasons, and what are your thoughts on that? I mean, is that
It keeps me away from the squat rack. That's why that's a daunting task right now to think about that.
And anything about Mario Ferraro? You guys had a pretty good chemistry for a while. Are you looking to sort of have the same line mate next year?
Well, if you know Mario, which I'm sure you guys have gotten to know him, I need a couple days with the earplugs in with my kids too, my kids and then Mario. But no, I can't say enough about Mario as a partner, as a human. I think as a teammate, he's an incredible guy. He's got an incredible energy. He's fun to play with every day on the ice. Earplugs would help probably, but it's communication is key, I think, and it's been a couple years. I think we played together mostly, so he's come a long way, I think, too. I think just in his poise and he's slowing the game down. I think our chemistry, the way our games mesh, have been really good. I think obviously he's very quick. He closes plays a lot. I think we help each other in a lot of ways, and he's just a great guy to be around every day. I think his work ethic is second to none. The way he lays it on the ice, I mean, the blocking the shots and taking the hits, and he's just a really, really unbelievable team guy that, he still has that where everything is about the team, which is it's fun to be around every day and keeps things light. And yeah, he's a piece of work. So it's yeah, he's great. I'm hoping to get some workouts in with him this summer so he can maybe I get some abs like him. It's been a while since I've never had them. Thanks guys.
What concert are you watching